Hey guys, welcome back to the D&Nmedical series. It's your girl Nicky, and we're back with another period poo gang video. Well, not a period poo gang video, but we're back with another video, and we're gonna talk about what causes bleeding after sex. So people have sex and then they look in their underwear, they look in the restroom, and they're seeing blood. Why? Let's find out. Is this normal? Is this common? Do people always experience this? What is the reason? So let's talk about it. So many people experience vaginal bleeding after sex, and at least 63% of people, wow, many people, that's a lot of people, experience bleeding after sex, and we call that postcoital bleeding. So basically, what can cause this? Let's talk about those now. So bleeding after sex can caused by an infection. So if you have infection like PID, pelvic inflammatory disease, you have an STI, sexually transmitted diseases, you have cervicitis, or you have vaginitis, those can cause bleeding after sex. You can also have genitourinary syndrome of menopause. If you're having that, when the vagina atrophy or gets smaller in menopause, you can have those things as well. And it's common perimenopausal woman and in menopause, and those who have had their ovaries removed, they can have these things, the vaginal atrophy getting smaller and so on. It can also be as a reason of vaginal dryness. So take it up a notch with the foreplay. The vaginal dryness can cause bleeding after sex, and it can also be a cause of polyps. These are like non-cancerous growth that are in the cervix and in the endometrial lining of the uterus. You have those little polyps, and having sex can disrupt these little polyps thing and cause them to irritate the surrounding and cause you to bleed from the small blood vessels. Another one is vaginal tearing. So sex, especially vigorous sex, can cause small cuts or scrape in the vagina, and this usually happens if the vagina is dry as well. And it can also cause from menopause in breastfeeding, and other factors can cause vaginal tearing. But if it's too vigorous, take it down a notch, sir. Take it down, and yeah, you can prevent the bleeding there. The final thing I want to talk about is cancer. So if you're having irregular vaginal bleeding, including bleeding after sex, it's very common. It's a very common symptom of cervical or vaginal cancer. In fact, about 11% of persons diagnosed with cervical cancer this is the reason why they first sought treatment. They have bleeding after sex. So what you should do is to prevent this. It all depends on the cause. So if it's vaginal dryness, you can think about using a lubricant. If it's other medical conditions like the cancer, the polyps, you need to speak with your doctor, and they'll definitely tell you, because you can have complications. If you have bleeding after sex, and so you can have complications like anemias, you're more prone to infections and so on. So remember, depending on the cause, you can use lubricants, you can use estrogen therapy. If there is extreme vaginal dryness, when you speak to your doctor, you can have additional treatments like antibiotics if you have vaginitis and all those STIs and so on. So prevent it also depend on the cause. If you know what the cause is, take it down a notch, or speak with your doctor so they can tell you what to do. Okay, so that's it for this video. Until next time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share this video, follow us on Instagram at D&Nmedicalseries for lots more interesting content. So until next time, see you soon. Bye.